Being joined by Anuj Bhargava. He is a doctor over at Mercy Hospital. He's an endocrinologist and founder of IDERC, which stands for...
It's Iowa Diabetes and Endocrinology Research Center right here at Mercy in downtown.
How about that? And the reason we have him in here, it's National Diabetes Day today, you guys, and we had to bring the expert in.
Absolutely.
How about
so this is the Diabetes Month, November,
right.
And then today is the World Diabetes Day, November 14th. So
now, what's the one thing people should know about diabetes?
the most important thing I would say is it's a disease of lifestyle. So it really is about how many calories we consume, how many calories we burn. We can really prevent diabetes. We can prevent the progression of diabetes by simply keeping this in mind. We just need to eat less and move more.
And this is type 2 you're talking about specifically?
Yes, this is specifically type 2. Type 1 is different, more seen in kids, autoimmune, and not much we can do right now to prevent.
Now, if you're diagnosed with diabetes, say your lifestyle progressed to the point where you are diagnosed of having diabetes, can you ever not have diabetes?
If you lose substantial amount of weight, you could reverse diabetes. It's possible. Hard, but possible.
Hard but possible. What are some signs people should look for, some symptoms?
If you feel tired, excess urination, excess thirst, weight loss, those are blurred vision, those are some of the symptoms. But it's better to be screened without symptoms. If you're above age 45, you should be screened. Below 45, if you have family history, ethnic minorities, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, heart disease, then you should still be screened. Screening is the way to go. So that's the second important point I would make today.
Which ethnicities are more prone to have diabetes?
Anything except Caucasian. Myself, African-American, Hispanics, any other ethnicity.
Really?
Native Americans. Yeah.
Now, this is an epidemic, right? Is that a fair term to apply to it?
Absolutely. So in Iowa itself, we have close to 1 million people with diabetes or pre-diabetes. So 32% of the population right here in Iowa. And that's why I'm very engaged in diabetes. We'll have 146 million people in the U.S. by 2050.
Wow.
And we're doing whatever we can to fight this epidemic. So here with the IDERC, we're just very lucky and proud that we can bring a lot of clinical trials. And I say, you know, Central Iowans really can shape the future of diabetes by participating in these trials and help themselves on the way.
Is that why it's important to have something like the IDERC here in Des Moines?
Yes, because to bring the research down here, we have to have a center that exists where we can see the patient. And, you know, we've done dozens of studies, hundreds of patients we've enrolled in trials, and the impact on patients is amazing. I still remember this patient does not have insurance, cannot see a doctor, cannot take medications, cannot check blood sugars. The only time he does well is when he's in a clinical trial with us. So he has, I think, done 3 trials with us right now. These clinical trials have a direct impact on the patient who's participating.
Now, are we having any impact? Are we making any progress on trying to curb this or reduce the impact of diabetes?
I think the tide is slowly turning, and maybe that's still 5 years down the road, but we are making a difference. So I think our next generation is much more attuned with this calories in, calories out. I think it will change, but it's going to peak still in 2050, 2060.
Now, since we have you here, I'm glad you said that, because that just reminded me of a story that we talked about earlier today about body mass index. Now,
Yes.
Is that one of the signs that you look for, is an increase in body mass index?
Yes, so that's a relationship between height and weight, and if you are above 25, it's called overweight, above 30 is called obese, and that directly correlates with your risk for diabetes.
There it is there. There's the BMI that we
Yes.
just talked about.
And what happens if this is left untreated? What happens?
I think
to
the
people?
complications, so I call diabetes the destroyer, the killer. Means it's the 7th leading cause of death, it's the leading cause of blindness, leading cause of amputations, apart from trauma, and the leading cause of people going on dialysis. So this must be diagnosed early, treated proactively and aggressively.
And the problem is the high blood sugar in the bloodstream that damages the cells in the body?
Yes, that plus the blood pressure, plus the cholesterol. So all of these things. And we need more and more tools that, and I'm excited that the new medicines that are out now, they are better. They treat these things better without causing undue side effects. We want to continue doing more and more research and finding more and more tools in this fight against diabetes. So getting more and more things that we can, we need medications, we need lifestyle. And the other thing I talk about is technology to me, one of the big things is technology is really the big next blockbuster in diabetes. Apps have changed everything. It has changed our finances, changed how we buy coffee, changed, I mean, everything.
It has.
So why not health? Why not lifestyle and diabetes? So that's
Now,
why.
is there an app for diabetes or diabetics?
There's plenty of apps for diabetes.
Really?
For example, like
Yeah.
what type of apps?
One I would talk about is right here in central Iowa, and if you can bring that up, the mydiabeteshome.com.
Okay.
We're very proud we made it right here in Iowa. A very unique platform, very comprehensive for patients with diabetes, where they can track their medications, their sugars, their blood pressure, weight. That's the website for the research center. Anybody can go to Iderc.com, look for the studies that they may qualify for, and then they can register from there, and we can contact them. They got to go there and find out. And there's the diabetes website. Both of these things to me are these efforts in this fight against this monster. We just got to tame this monster somehow.
And you are calling it a monster.
It is
that big.
In my mind, it is.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Now, this entire month, people are you're making it aware of diabetes.
Yes.
So hopefully you can make changes in your life so that you don't get diabetes. But why is today like the awareness day? Anything special happening today?
Well, it's the World Diabetes Day, so probably more outside U.S. I think the IDF recognized this as the World Diabetes Day, so probably more activities elsewhere. But you know, internet is abuzz with different kind of things happening on the Diabetes Day.
So right now you treat it with shots or with an insulin pump to try and lower the sugar in the bloodstream. What's coming down the road to help people out?
Yes, so I think different kinds of pill which works on different things, like pills that make the sugars pass out in the urine. That's new medications in that. Lots of medications on new different pathways. And we need things that not only reduce the sugar, but also lead to weight loss and do not cause low sugar reactions. So that's where we are going with diabetes. Many, many new things coming up.
Okay.
So are we getting close to that, you think? You think how many years down the road do you think we'll have a pill that will be able to do something like that?
Well, we have pills or shots that can do that right now. We can't really cure type 2. It's a disease of lifestyle, diet, exercise, lifestyle. So there's no cure for that. Type 1, I'm hoping we'll see a cure in the next 5 to 10 years, like completing the loop. Type 2, just got to work at it. We got to be more active, eat less.
All right.
Sounds good. Great
So
information.
think about that today and all month long.
Yes.
Dr. Anuj, thank you so much
Thank
for coming
you.
in. We
Thank you.
appreciate it.